Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So you guys, it occurred to me that I would probably make more readings if I could keep each reading under 20 minutes. I know a lot of you like the really long in-depth ones, and I plan to continue to do those occasionally, but again, if you guys want me to upload more often, then it would be better if I could make the readings shorter. And I know that it can be done in a way that still gets you your answers and is rich and, sort of full of nuance, the way that I like to do it, and I know it can be done. So I just need to shift back into that mode, and so we're practicing that today. That being said, I'm doing a reading that's a bit different than usual. I want to find out who the love of your life is, okay? So for everyone who is watching this reading, let's ask that question. Let's see what comes out for you guys. So pause the video if you need more time. The timestamps, as always, are down below. You can choose from the stones. We've got lapis lazuli, amethyst, and this yellow stone. That name escapes me, but I'm also going to use my Lisa Frank Tarot to get another card to help you pick. So quiet your minds. Ooh-wee. Wow, guys, the Empress. Hello. See, all you needed to do was quiet your mind, guys, and you totally tune into the Empress energy. And that makes sense because the Divine Feminine is receptive energy. So, and that's how you get all the good that you want to come to you. Like often people will say that they've manifested, they've affirmed, they've sent out to the universe what they want, and then it doesn't happen. It's like because you're anxious, you're holding on, with sweaty palms. You need to just chill and be like the Empress. Sit on your throne, know your worth, and not worry about it. And as soon as you shift there, and that includes being mindful and still, that helps you shift. As soon as you do it, Empress energy. Perfect. So for group 2, let's get a card for group 2, please. We've got the Hermit. Okay, some of you have shifted a little bit too much into inside yourself. Shifted a little too much into your mind, maybe, with the Hermit energy. Or it's good because you are maybe soul searching. Also, this is about, obviously being on your own, being single. Maybe that's just what some of you need right now as you soul search. Others of you could just have been thinking about how you're tired of being single, and that's why you're here. You want to know who the love of your life is. Have you met them? What is it going to be like? Who are they going to be? How can you identify them? So let's see group 3. The Magician. Okay, and then now it's shifted back to how can I make things happen, right? Tapping into the yellow of the solar plexus, taking the initiative. Not all ego is bad, Hermit. Hermit seeks to transcend the ego being a spiritual card, but guess what? The Empress contains both ego and her spirituality and her humility, and it works for her and elevates her to the very pinnacle of her energy, right? The highest expression, the highest form. So this is the group that's like, I'm going to make things happen. This is my manifestors group. This is the one that takes the initiative, wants to perhaps start something completely new. Some of you Hermits might be on the verge of ending something. Some of you Empresses are in a relationship or in a new relationship. But it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. Again, follow your intuition. Go with whichever one you're drawn to. If a reading doesn't resonate, simply choose a different reading or check out playlists that are linked down below for a new reading or different reading. And check the description box for my contact information if you wanted to get a private reading, okay? So we're going to get started with group 1. My lovely group 1s, thanks for tuning into your reading. So, who is this person? I think we're going to start off with the character trait cards. Let's get some character traits. The love of your life. So go ahead and still your mind, quiet your mind. Character trait cards here. I'm going to pick right from the middle. Oop, this one turned over immediately. We'll honor them. We've got curly, coarse hair. Okay. We've got Libra. They could have Libra strong in their chart or have those traits. Tell us more about group 1's love of their life. Could even be you, because the Empress represents Taurus and Libra, but doesn't have to, and any sign can be the Empress. This one turned over as well. We've got ambitious. Ooh, we've got fair skin and famous. Okay, so fair skin for whatever their ethnicity is, ambitious, go-getter, famous. So either technically famous or famous like in their friends group, social media famous, fill in the blank. So I'm going to switch to, no, we'll stay with this. Get one more from this group of cards. Who is the love of the life of group 1? Where did it go? Fell on the floor. We've got a healer. Famous healer. We've got quiet, so quietly ambitious, not necessarily like all out there and hey, look at me. We've got a scholar. We've also got not afraid to cry, so if it's a masculine energy, that's kind of unique. We've got Pisces here also turned over, and angular face. Somebody with some edges and curves to their face. Okay. All right, nice. Got a nice mix of masculine and feminine energy here. Libra is technically a masculine sign, being air, but it is ruled by Venus, which is a feminine sign. And then we've got Pisces, which is a water sign. Water falls under the feminine element. We all have masculine and feminine within us, so just keep that in mind. These people embody, you know, they're in touch with their femininity. So maybe you're here for a female, that would make sense. Others of you and most of you watching are here for masculine energy. And just kind of take a snapshot of these character traits so you can keep them in mind when you're looking for your person of interest, the love of your life, or maybe this already resonates and you know who this person is. Just going to move these to the side. And up here. Just kind of out of the way. Alrighty. Now what? You know what? I'm being drawn to use these cards again. My Lisa Frank Tarot, and these are for sale in the description box down below. In fact, somebody just bought them, so that reminded me that I have them. So that's why I'm using them today. And so thank you to whoever did that. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel that way, donating to the channel. I'm drinking a cup of cocoa that somebody bought for me from the channel. And that does keep, you know, us readers coming back for more. It keeps us ambitious and wanting to come back. Yeah, I definitely appreciate you guys taking the initiative with the Chariot. It might have been a Cancer who did that. That's something a Cancer would do, donate to the channel for the reader to have a cup of coffee or whatnot. Or we've got this coming out, the Lovers, which is kind of what I felt when the Chariot first came out. So we've got a lover out there who appreciates the channel, and I appreciate you. So, all right, using this deck of cards, we're going to get a card to represent this wonderful, coarse, curly-haired, ambitious, quiet, healer, famous, angular face, not afraid to cry, scholar, whoever they are, for Group 1, the love of Group 1's life. Who is the love of Group 1's life, please? Got the Hermit. Okay. So maybe Group 1's in love with Group 2. Virgo, somebody with Virgo strong in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We've got Empress again at the bottom of the deck. So really kind of clarifying that, yes, this does go with Group 1. So that does make sense. You know, I've known quite a few Virgos. I was going to say Libra, but yeah, maybe they're on the Libra-Virgo cusp because those are right next to each other. But they tend to be, you know, they're healers, they're natural healers. That's their archetype. And they often are introverted and have quiet moments if they're not entirely quiet. And so, yeah. But at the same time, they're so good at whatever they do that they do, I'm hearing, gain some sort of notoriety. But I think that's humor. I think that's spirit coming through with humor. Gain some sort of fame or popularity due to just being so damn good at things, you know. So anyway, let's get some cards. I was going to give my Art Deco Tarot a little break. My regulars know how much I love that self-made deck. But I want to do the movie tarot today, at least for part of the reading. So I'll move these out of the way. So who is the love of Group 1's life? Tell us more. We got the Four of Pentacles. So the mini emperor, the mini empress, but regardless, this is somebody that has worked hard to achieve a certain level in life, you know, probably financially, materially, with regard to their stability, and they hold that close to their heart. They could be a bit clingy, not gonna lie, or they, you know, just protect themselves. They're very protective, and that makes sense with this kind of an energy. They want somebody to earn their trust before that trust is granted. You know, often with kind of an introverted energy, like I'm picking up with this, even if this person's an ambivert, they definitely have introverted traits. They're usually like, these are the type where their personality is a secret. So if you first meet them, they might seem reserved, closed off, unsocial, you know, even standoffish, and just kind of maybe even come across as shy or quiet, like we saw earlier. But once you win their trust, you're led into the golden kingdom. Like the gates have opened, and you get to see who they really are. And they're usually very abundant people with a lot to offer. They have rich personalities, rich imaginations. They tend to be really solid characters who know who they are. Like that earth sign energy tends to be very grounded, sensual, nurturing, even and stable with the Four of Coins. Okay, can they seem a little bit boring, especially if you don't know them? Yeah, they can, and they probably have those moments in their private life too. But they are very, very solid individuals, and that's how they feel about themselves. They feel that they are very solid individuals. Okay, they do have a strong desire for long-term security, and they see themselves as somebody who has really worked hard to attain whatever they have. So they might be famous, but they still have this consciousness of remembering where they came from, and maybe not terribly wealthy, or if they are, they're still very careful with their spending. Okay, they might have come from a poor background, or they just have worked so very hard for whatever they have attained that they're very careful with their money. Okay, so let's get another card representing this person. We've got the Star. So how they feel about their relationships in general. And we've got Eight of Coins was trying to come out as well. Is that they have a lot of, they see the best in people. They could wear rose-colored glasses when it comes to the people in their life. They very much are a healer with this healer energy. And with the Hermit and the Star, that tells me that this person probably is in a service profession, or at least in their personal lives, they like to be very helpful, very nurturing towards others. They're the type that illuminate the paths for others, make other people feel good. And it makes this person feel good to make other people feel good. But this person does tend to, they tend to shine. They tend to attract people like moths to a flame. So that would explain why this person is a star, okay? Because they attract people. They make people feel good. They're probably very complimentary people. They're probably very good-hearted, good-natured people, or that's how people feel when they're around them, that this is somebody that you can turn to for help, that will lift your spirits. This person probably knows how to speak very well, or at least knows how to, they know how to speak very well. And know how to make people feel good. Words of affirmation, that could be their love language. And so they give that to other people because that's the way they want to be treated. And they treat people the way that they themselves would want to be treated. I think this person invests a lot of time and energy into being stable because they do have their ups and downs, and like in their mood and their personality. Like behind closed doors, you would see that more. But this person is a genuine person, okay? And they work very hard again, and they're very devoted to their personal relationships with this Eight of Pentacles. They really focus on their personal relationships. They really pay attention to the details. Like if you tell this person that you like something or that you don't like something, they're going to remember that you said that. okay? And they could even be like really good gift givers, you know, for that reason, because they pay attention to what you say. And they just want to and are willing to put in the work, period, into any of their personal relationships, including the relationship that they're, you know, going to have with you or with their partner, with their loved one, with their special someone. They're really going to apply themselves to it in a very devoted, like a hopelessly devoted to you kind of way, with that star energy, very dreamily. They're going to daydream about the people that they're romantically involved with. They're going to look forward to seeing that person. They are not only going to be a light in that person's life, but a light for that person as well. Okay, they're very hopeful and grounded at the same time. So those are good. That's, you know, those are good combinations. That's a good combination. Excuse me. We've got the Chariot here. So this is also, we saw earlier, the Ambitious card came out. So this person is very ambitious. And it's like whatever they, you know, set their mind to is what they really go after. And so they could, the obvious interpretation of the Chariot could be that they travel for work, that they maybe even work on automobiles, is what I'm hearing. I think this person has a good sense of humor, because I keep getting little quirky things like that. But they could work on automobiles or sell them, or something to do here, you know, with travel. Okay. This person could even be in like the military, or have been, or they would have been really good at it had they been in the military. If they hadn't gone in, it's because they have more of a dedication to serving others and being more spiritually based, and they have the side of themselves that's really dreamy, so that might have prevented them. That's that Piscean energy coming through. That might have prevented this person from pursuing a military career or doing it full out, you know. They could have been in the reserves instead, or they just have these traits with this Chariot energy of being, you know, strategic and just really able to navigate complex challenges. They just excel when it comes down to making decisions. This is a take charge kind of person. They really have the capacity to be a leader, and they have a strong drive and determination. So when it comes to the relationships, that really couples well with the Eight of Pentacles, saying that this person is really devoted to seeing the best in the people around them. You know, hopefully they don't get taken advantage of, but it looks like this person has learned to protect their heart and to be more grounded and stable in themselves. At least that's how they see themselves. So I don't think that, you know, they're prone to being taken advantage of anymore. I think they're the leader, kind of like the leader of the pack, but at the same time, they really work hard to see the best in those that they care about and to serve those that they care about. At the same time, this person is very masculine and a lifelong learner is what I'm getting as well. Okay. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and see if maybe we can find out, you know, what you need to know in general about this person. Like if you haven't met them yet, when will you meet them? You do know them, when will the relationship progress to where you want it to be? Or just whatever kind of other information wants to come through. All right. So please hit that like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and keep me coming back to do more readings. It also helps me to tune into your energy more, because those who interact with the channel leave their energy for me to work with. It's like you're contributing to the channel's energy, which helps your energy to come out in the reading. So what does our group ones need to know about the love of their life? What do they need to know right now about this person, the love of their life, please? This one's kind of coming out. If you believe they put a man on the moon. And she's looking up towards the sky. And I feel like this person does have an element of dreaminess to them. So you have to have faith and hope as well. Like maybe you have lost your faith in this person if you know them, or in love in general. you know, maybe you're a bit skeptical about love now. This is saying, like, if you believe this is whatever you believe, you achieve, right? If you think you can, you will. If you think you can't, you won't. So, and at the bottom of the deck, we've got compromise and romance too, and then in the near future after that, okay? We've got helpful people after that. That seems to go along with it as well, and get more information as well. We've got forgiveness and perfect timing. Okay, and the reason I'm taking those all when I maybe didn't necessarily intend to was just because the get more information really resonates with this person's energy of being a lifelong learner, and they are a helpful person. That's very much in alignment with Hermit energy. Also in alignment with Hermit energy is forgiveness. So if forgiveness needs to take place, like on your end, then really apply yourself to forgiving. This person works hard to forgive those that they care about, those that they love, you know, because they value their relationships so strongly. And they don't let everybody in, you know, so that's part of it. And as far as when you will meet this person, it depends on how much you believe. Whatever you say and believe, whenever you believe they will come in is when they will come in. But for a lot of you, it is in the near future. And we can see this couple on this card, which not all of these cards have a couple, so that tells you something. And in perfect timing as well, so letting you know, if you have questions about timing, it's going to happen in perfect timing. Believe in compromise. Like maybe you feel like this person doesn't sound quite like you, or if you know someone like this, you don't feel like maybe you are a good match, or you might question that. This is saying you guys can compromise and reach a middle ground that you'll both be happy and satisfied with and achieve that lovely romance, because after all, this is the love of your life. This is what I've got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button and subscribe. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box down below. Also check out my intention candles that are now in my Etsy shop. That's linked down below. And I'm going to move on to group 2. Tonight is your night road. All right. All right, welcome group 2. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So if you chose the Hermit card and the Amethyst, this reading is for you, okay? So I'm going to start out by getting a card from the Lisa Frank Tarot deck to represent your person, the love of your life, whoever they are. So go ahead and clear your mind. For group 2, who is the love of group 2's life? Let's put it that way. Whoa, that flew. Come back. Judgment. Oh, okay. Judgment. This person could have a lot of kids or want a lot of kids, or maybe they're just cat lovers or pet lovers or something like that. I'm just drawn to these cheetahs or leopards at the bottom of the card. So what can we say about the Judgment person? I mean, that's a very strong energy. It's scorpionic energy, so this person could have strong Scorpio in their chart. They don't necessarily have to. And the obvious interpretation is that maybe this person is very discerning or judgmental, or this person brings change wherever they go. They're like a catalyst. So they're different from other people. They don't necessarily have to say or do anything. It's just that their presence creates change. They like share knowledge, or just their example helps other people like to wake up to new things, to think about things differently, to change people's like point of view. So like an alchemist. It looks like this person has had to make some important changes in their life and have been through many ups and downs within their life, like more drastic changes than the average person. And this person's going to come into your life and they're going to bring a wake-up call, okay? This is going to feel like coming home. It's going to feel like a rebirth, okay? It's like the Judgment always gives me the energy of somebody returning to their hometown after having gone and traveled the world, or after having gone away for school or something like that. And then they return to their hometown. So maybe this is somebody from your hometown, but it does feel like this is somebody that likes to reflect on themselves. This is not somebody that likes to bury their head in the sand. They take stock of their life. They reflect on their actions. And this is feeling like very inspirational, actually. This person's energy is quite inspirational, and it feels like they carry around this kind of aura of authority and wisdom. Again, this is somebody that wakes people up whenever they're around. So this person is going to change you. And this person probably has very penetrating eyes, being scorpionic energy. They are going to look very confident. They're going to look very knowledgeable. They are going to probably look quite serious, or seem quite serious. So let's go ahead and get some cards and find out more about this person. I'm almost being drawn. Yeah, let's do that. To my last Unicorn Tarot deck. Change it up this time. So who is the love of Group 2's life? We've got the Knight of Cups. Very strong scorpionic energy. They've got strong Scorpio in their chart somehow. They could be born in the year of the boar in Chinese astrology. Don't have to. But this person really views themselves as a lover. They view themselves as, passionate, fiery. I've heard Scorpios complain that they're not fire signs. They're like, why would we be water signs? We're so fiery, we're so spicy. So that's kind of this feeling with this person, and how they feel about themselves is that they're confident, they're inspirational, they are the boss, they are sexy, they are warm, they're a good friend, they're a good lover. This person really sees themselves, they really see themselves as something like they know their worth, like they're charming. They could have been like a player, or somebody that has had lots of boyfriends or girlfriends, dated or been in relationships quite frequently throughout their life. Or that's how, they see themselves, as being basically a Prince Charming, or like a Princess Charming, very romantic. They could have proposed to somebody in their life, but either way, they are the type to offer their love and their affection. They are helpful. This is the boyfriend card, so they show up like a boyfriend, like in a traditional sense, like what you would expect. They see themselves like they might come across as a bit stern, very like serious and wise, and they have an impact and they make waves wherever they go, even when they're not trying. But they see themselves as a lover, okay? So yeah, And I just realized that the character trait cards, we started off with those in group 1. So I'm going to put these here so I don't forget to pull you guys some character traits. All right. We've got the Hanged Man. Okay. So in relationships, this person feels like they are kind of passive. Okay. Like when it comes to their close relationships, they make sacrifices for those that they care about. They hold themselves accountable, or they're used to being held accountable by other people. I think this person might be hard on themselves and hold themselves accountable for things. Yeah, maybe they can be judgmental about life. In fact, I'm sure about that. They have a judgmental side, but they also apply that to themselves at times and hold themselves accountable. Okay. They are also the type that gets hung up on people or hung up on things. Like they have a way of getting hung up on, you know, whatever happens in the relationships with friends, family, lovers, partners, whatever. And they really like look into things. Like they need some time to themselves where they'll retreat or withdraw in order to tune into their intuition, because this is a very intuitive person. And by taking that alone time and doing something that, you know, allows them to clear their minds. And in some cases that means, you know, doing something that the rest of us might find like taxing, like maybe this person likes to hit the gym or go running or something else like intensive, not almost in a subconscious kind of desire to not even punish themselves, but just kind of hold themselves accountable. That's the main thing that keeps coming out, so that they can get the clarity that they need to navigate their path forward and know the best way to proceed in any relationship. Okay. Again, this is somebody that when like a relationship is over, they really hold on to that person for a long time. And if somebody lets them down, they hold on to their hurt for a long time. And even if things are good in a relationship, they like still miss their partner when their partner's not around. Okay. So that's kind of cute, right? As long as it's not to an extreme. So let's get, I'm going to get some character traits right now. Let's do that. Tell us more about the love of Group 2's life. We got to know it all, okay? Makes sense with that judgment energy. Because this is a very wise person. They do know a lot. You know? Sometimes know-it-alls are know-it-alls because they do know more than a lot of people. But it can be irritating and annoying too, I know. But you should know that about this person. What else? Kind of being drawn to the next pile here. Tell us more about the love of Group 2's life. We've got soulmate. So the love of your life is your soulmate, guys. We've got emo. So this person does have like kind of that dark side. It really goes along with that scorpionic energy of having like their depressive days, their down days, or just being very serious. Even, you know, if they're not depressed or sad, they just have this kind of, they wear the world on their shoulders. They take things kind of personal or hard at times. They need to lighten up a lot of times. That would benefit them, but that's just kind of their base personality, is somebody that, you know, has gravity to their personality. They can be a bit heavy with their personality. And they're deep, okay? We've got loud, okay? So this person has their loud moments, right? They might be deep, but they can be loud. I am hearing like a really boisterous, loud laugh. So whenever they do laugh or have a good time, they can get quite loud, okay? Or if they lose their temper, because this person has a temper as well. Oh, we've got open-minded. Yeah. So even though, you know, they're heavy and deep and they know a lot of things and all of this, they are still an open-minded person, okay? It's not like they're closed-minded and they're just kind of force their opinions on people. They're open-minded as well. We've got outgoing, yes. Let's get some more. A couple more of these. So this person's not shy. They are outgoing. We've got kind-hearted and nature child. So this is somebody that loves plants and animals, likes to be outdoors, has a respect for that. They could even do some sort of work in that area, or, you know, they're conscientious about the environment, and they are so wise that, you know, whenever they put their mind to something, they can come up with new solutions that are really useful. And I feel like they apply that to like nature. And kind-hearted, and I feel like this person is like, so the reason that they get down sometimes has to do with because they are so kind-hearted, you know, and the world can be a really tough place, and sensitive people, it's like they feel things more deeply than other people, and as a result of that, you know, they do get irritated, they do get down, because the world can wear them out. This person seems to be recharged though, by being outgoing, by expressing themselves, by interacting with others, being social. But sometimes, you know, when they're doing that, they, you know, have to face the challenges of the world, and other people will share their challenges at times, or just what they see, and they're so sensitive, they take that in. That makes them a bit emo, but they are definitely, like, when they communicate, their intention is to be kind. Even if they come across like they're stern, you know, they are kind-hearted, they are soft-hearted, and they do carry a lot of love in their heart. And I think that is going to be pretty obvious as well. Get one more. Expert in their field, so that makes sense. They could be Capricorn. I was feeling that earlier for some reason. Expert in their field. Okay. So whatever they do, and we'll find out what their field is in, but whatever they do, they're an expert in it, which makes sense with the rest of what we're seeing here. Tell us more about the love of Group 2's life, whether they've met them or not. Either way. I feel like for some of you, this person is a counselor. Well, let's see. Or a judge. We got the Chariot. I think that came out in Group 1. So if you were also drawn to Group 1, go ahead and check that out as well. Whatever this person does for a living, it's very changeable. Like, this person has to adapt with it, with the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Whatever they do is in alignment with their destiny, which makes sense because this person's intuitive enough to have figured that out. They're doing what is called right livelihood. Right livelihood is what's in alignment with your personal talent, skills, abilities, and desires, as opposed to doing a profession for other reasons, like that's what your parents wanted you to do, or that's what your guidance counselor wanted you to do, or, you know, that's just what you ended up falling into. This person is in alignment with like their soul's mission. And it has its ups and downs, and I feel like it puts this person on an emotional roller coaster. But this person can easily rise to the challenge, rather. This person could have been born in the year of the horse or the year of the dragon here. Yeah, I think that, you know, there's probably some conflict there for those who know that type of a relationship dynamic, although those two types are compatible. There is some conflict, you know, that I have seen with it. The horse tends to be, you know, very proud but skittish, and the dragon is very strong. So anytime you have a strong personality, that can intimidate, you know, even the boldest of people at times if they're skittish. So I'm just going to put that out there for some reason. That seems to be applicable. But with regard to what this person does, so they really feel like they go after what they want. And so I am getting some sort of energy of like law enforcement, like a judge, or I mean, this is how this person sees themselves anyway. Okay? They see themselves as somebody that is there, like, in pivotal points in people's lives, like helping them through, like, I mentioned guidance counselor earlier, but it feels more intense than that. It feels like maybe a drug and addiction counselor. It might be like, you know, like clergy or a pastor, or even like a parole officer, or somebody that's helping people fight, you know, fight their demons and things of that nature, right? In people's lives, at pivotal turning points in people's lives, to help them through that and to guide other people to greater self-awareness and greater growth. Okay? Or it could be any of the professions too that we associate with, like a vehicle or Cancerian energy. Is just a very determined, just a very determined individual. Okay, so like I said, if you were drawn to group 1, go ahead and check out group 1 as well. But I am feeling like this person works closely with the legal field in some capacity, or a similar sort of, like, that's how they see themselves, like you know, like the judge and the jury of situations, like in their workplace, because maybe they could be like a manager or a boss or a CEO. They feel like they are the one that, you know, calls the shots, or that their opinions hold a lot of weight, and they're very decisive, and they're very reflective on whatever it is that they do. And so it does feel like it deals with a lot of emotional highs and lows, but this person's very, you know, understanding and intelligent, and you know, they're very self-aware. So I think these are all good traits to have in a partner, for sure. Yeah, okay. So let's get a card. Yeah, that's it. A card from the Angel Answers deck. So this can tell you when you're going to meet this person, or if you feel like you already know this person, it can tell you when the relationship's going to progress, or whatever other information wants to come out, right? So if you have a specific question, focus on that question, and we'll see what comes out for group 2 regarding the person of interest. Or, because I feel like some of you feel like you know who this person is, but whoever the love of group 2's life is, what do we need to know about that? I've got look for a sign. So some of you might not know who this person is. You just think maybe you do, but you're not sure. This is saying look for a sign. Your guide's going to give you a sign. We've got trust. Yeah, trust in your intuition. This person, I feel, trusts in their intuition, and that has gotten them far in life. And I think that's admirable, especially if this is a masculine energy, which a lot of you here are here for masculine energies. This person has tested and tried their intuition, and they know when they can rely on their intuition and their gut instincts, and they trust in that. And once they see a sign or feel intuitively drawn towards someone, they trust that full force, come charging right in. And this energy is saying, you know, for you to do the same. You know, trust in your intuition, your higher mind's guidance, you know. Trust that the signs you're receiving are leading you in the right direction. We've got ask for help from others. If you need help developing your intuition more, or trusting in it more, or trusting in yourself more, then don't be afraid to ask for that help. In the bottom of the deck, wow, we've got yes twice. Very affirmative, and remain positive underneath that. And guess what? We have intuition underneath that. We've got situation will improve underneath that, and within the next few months underneath that. So for some of you, you will meet this person and the relationship will progress within a few months, but that's only going to be for some of you. And the situation will improve with your intuition, or with your ability to identify like the love of your life, or in general, if it needs to improve, then it will improve with positivity. Yes. And if you asked a yes or no question, the answer is yes. This is what I've got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please hit that like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and help to keep it going. And I'm going to move on to group 3. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information, as always, is in the description box down below. Don't forget about my intention candles. That is listed in the description box down below as well. I'll talk to you guys next time. Welcome, group 3s. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So let's find out who the love of your life is, okay? So I'm going to pull a card from the Lisa Frank Tarot to find out who the love of your life is, and then we're going to get into the character trait cards and pull some tarot on this, okay? So go ahead and clear your mind, guys. Who is the love of group 3's life? The Empress. Okay. Group 3. Maybe group 1 is the love of your life. I mean, we've got some Libra, Taurus energy. They could have that strong in their chart. Don't have to. This person could be a mother, or would make a great mother, because this is certainly a very nurturing person. This person could be the head of some sort of organization, or the head of their household. There's this matriarchal feel that we get whenever we see the Empress. It's also a very creative person, abundant, and just a really good parent type individual. Very sensual, kind of bubbly. I mean, even if you're here for a man, they're going to have like a bubbly, for lack of a better word, they're going to have like a bubbly, upbeat kind of personality. They might have come from privilege, or they've achieved some level of privilege in their life, or that's just their attitude, you know. They have a great self-concept, and even though they're caring towards other people, they still know how to put themselves first, which is the best way to serve other people anyways, because it just is, okay? If you know, you know. This person loves themselves. And as a result of that, they're going to be able to love, you know, their partner more, and love those that they care about more. So they're probably very attractive. They're probably like actually kind of gorgeous. They probably dress very comfortably. They have a casual air about them. Even if they look regal, there's probably something that looks very sophisticated or high class about them, regardless of their status. And they're very inclusive as well. Could be quite social too. Okay? So let's get some cards on this person. What traits will this person have? This one turned over as soon as I pulled the cards out. Alpha. alpha female, alpha male. And I know that like in social media, the word alpha has a bad connotation or gets flack, but in actuality, I don't think it's a bad trait. You know, in all things there is good and bad, right? Light and dark, high vibrational or low vibrational. It just means that somebody that has natural leadership abilities, is naturally strong, and naturally a good leader, okay? Tell us more about Group 3's love of their life. We've got dreamy, spacey. That makes sense. It's kind of what I was saying with the Empress. You know, she can be a little detached because she lives a comfy life. She lives a life of privilege, luxury. Those are the things that she likes, the things that she, I'm saying she because it's a she on the card, but apply the pronoun that fits. She leads a comfy life because those are the things that she is attracted to, that she naturally, energetically aligns with. That can come across as a bit dreamy, spacey, bubbly, things like that. Medium skin, so whatever this person's ethnicity is, they have a medium skin tone. We've got neat freak. Okay, so this is not a messy person. This is somebody that likes to keep things tidy and neat. Okay. I also get that this person can be, we've got glowed up coming out as well. This person could be the type that hires help. Like house cleaners, things like that, because they really like a nice clean space. We've got karma resolved, or karma to be resolved. So this could be a karmic or someone with whom you have karma to be resolved. If they don't have karma to be resolved with you, they still have some karma to be resolved. And karma doesn't, I know that's a scary word sometimes, but it can be good karma. That there is such a thing as good karma, right? So maybe the universe owes them something, right? And this person is glowing up as a result of, like, they're getting theirs finally. Maybe things are shifting in their favor. And so this person's glowed up, which would imply that they weren't always this fancy or nice looking or well taken care of, but now they are. Okay? And that's part of their good karma. Tell us more about Group 3's love of their life. This one's coming out. Fair skin, so medium to fair skin. And I am getting that this person, we've got 3 and 3 here, so they could have 3 in their numbers, like in numerology. The number 3 can have significance. So maybe you're seeing 333, or you meet this person when you're 33, or they are 33 years old. It's also a number of indulgence. So an indulgent personality, they like the finer things in life. They could be a foodie as well. They like sensual things, sensual luxuries. They will share that with you. This person is a very, like, this is a bonding individual. When they bond with someone, whether friends or partner, they really bond with that person. This person also is always growing in life. See, like, all the fertility around this person and stuff. Some of them can smoke. That can be one of their indulgences. Just looking at those plants at the bottom there. Doesn't have to be, but it just goes to show, like, their indulgent nature and their love of the nicer things in life and things that make them feel good. They probably are pretty good at expressing themselves with the number 3. And so you're probably going to know, where you stand with this person. So that's a good thing, because they'll be good at communicating with you. And also, this is a loyal energy as well. At the bottom of the deck, we have wears jewelry, which I feel is applicable. Some of them can be a bit rebellious too, but I don't feel like that's for most of them. Some of them do have a rebellious streak. Like if you were to try to curb their spending or try to curb anything about their nature, because I know some of you kind of bucked when I said something about some of them might smoke or indulge themselves like that. Some of you bucked. You're not going to be able to change this person. They're accommodating and lovely and loving, but they're going to adhere to what they want to do, okay? And really, you wouldn't want this person to change, because if they're the Empress, they're, the highest of the high. I'm getting Maxwell's song, The Highest of the High. Okay? And Yeah. Okay, so let's get one more from this deck. And if you don't know, they'll tell you so. That they think the same about you or anyone that they love. They're not shy about expressing their affection. Right. Well, we've got type B coming out of that's good. Okay. So they're chill. And type Bs tend to be lovers. And they tend to be heartbreakers too. Not that this person's gonna break your heart necessarily, but you know what I mean. Type B, that's a type of personality. Like, they're lovers, they're very attractive. Maybe they were heartbreakers, or could be if they chose to be. But again, when they're with someone, they're loyal to that person. Okay? They're just really likable people. Okay? So let's get some. Trying to watch the clock, because like I said, I'm wanting to stick to a certain time frame so I can make these videos more often for you guys. And I think we're just going to go ahead and go back to the, you know what, no, I'm going to do my Art Deco Tarot. Art Deco Tarot is fancy, and that's what the Empress is. If I didn't say, these are available, linked down below. The holographic Lisa Frank Tarot, or you can get it without the holographic. So anyway, we've got 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. Again, 3, 3, 3. We have 4 threes on the board here. Okay, 3 really wants attention. They're really saying that really what you need to know is everything to do with the number 3 in numerology and what that represents. So that represents loyalty, represents bonding, indulgence, self-expression, developments. This person's probably very well endowed, well developed, busty if they're a woman maybe, or, you know, downstairs pretty well developed as well if they're a male. Probably has probably have a pretty nice buttocks. Okay. Intense posterior, as one of my little teenage boyfriends said back in the day. She has intense posterior. I didn't. I don't know what he was talking about. But anyway, maybe I did. I don't know. I don't know, whatever. So you could meet this person at school or at work, or I think those 3s just wanted to come out and let us know that that might be a sign that you'll be seeing when you meet this person, or to validate this person. I think it's really letting us know that what kind of a person this is. Type B personality, and very luxurious, luxuriant. This person has put in the work on their life, and now they're just in this state of hopeful expectation, knowing that, you know, you're coming to them, or their dream partner, their dream life, or whatever it is that they're wanting is coming to them. They have faith in that because they've already put in the work for that. So they're pretty stable in that regard. 3 is a pretty stable number. But it's also forward thinking. It also talks about in the future. So maybe, you know, you don't know this person, or they are not someone you're interested in that way yet. Maybe this will happen in the future. Something about in the future, working together in the future. You might actually have, like, get together and work together in the future. Okay. Tell us more about Group 3's love of their life. Wow. Okay. We've got the Tower, Scorpionic, and traditionally Aries energy as well. Actually, I said that backwards. It's Aries energy, Scorpionic energy traditionally as well. Well, Mars rules. It's Mars energy. We also have Saturn energy. We've got the Devil here. This person feels like they've been through a lot. This person feels like they have been through hell. They feel like, you know, anything that they've done wrong in the past or experienced, they have paid the price for that. And that's where that karma to be resolved card came from. So this person, as lovely as they are, they might feel like there are things that they did that they're not proud of. And I'm getting it has to do with naivete on their part, because the Empress can be, you know, quite naive. And she has all the queens in her, and one of the queens is the Queen of Cups, and that's one of the traits of the Queen of Cups. I feel like this is happening, this is something that happened in this person's youth. Okay? And when they were younger, remember when I said that this person could be a heartbreaker if they wanted to? I feel like they have broken some hearts. They have really broken some hearts. They could be divorced, or they could have experienced one or more really devastating breakups. And in part, that was just not to let this person off the hook, because they didn't know like what they were doing, or they were naive or clueless in some way. Okay. And yeah, that's what I'm getting. Very sensual, attractive. This is a very sensual, attractive person. I think their relationships have been very passionate, or they see themselves as a very passionate person. But with the Devil energy here, it talks about them being extremely attractive, sensual, the type that yeah, I feel like other people get really attached to them. Maybe this person has been in codependent relationships in the past, where people have latched on to each other in a way that was unhealthy and led to like pretty upsetting circumstances. Like maybe they thought they had built something with someone or in their life, and then it came crashing down. And this could have taken a really strong toll on this person. And even though, you know, on the surface and who they are is the Empress, they still, you know, can be hard on themselves and see, you know, what they have done wrong, and also maybe focus on, you know, what others have done wrong to them in relationships, and feel very negatively about that still. So they could still be needing to resolve that karma and get over that. So let's see how this person feels though in relationships specifically. Like how they see themselves in relationships. Eight of Pentacles. So they see themselves as somebody that works really hard and becomes hopelessly devoted to whoever they're with. And they're a very passionate person as well, a very sensual person, a very passionate person. So whatever they think that they have done wrong in the past, you know, whatever failures they've experienced, and there have been some major failures in this person's past, whatever failures that they feel that they have experienced, they are working very hard to overcome those. They're really focusing on the details of what went wrong, because this person does have an ability to focus in on things. And sometimes that can lead to like the devil's in the details sometimes. Like sometimes people are sweating the small stuff when they don't need to be, and I feel like this person is guilty of that. But it looks like this person is starting to use their ability to really focus in on the details to see what's right about themselves and what's right about life, what's right about their work, you know, and what's right about their relationships. They are really taking a dutiful approach to the people that they care about, a dutiful approach to their partners, to their personal relationships. It's like they want to be of service to other people, and they're really making headway in that. They could be a provider as well, do well for themselves financially, do pretty well for themselves, coming across as the Empress. We've got the Devil, which is Capricorn energy, which is Capricorns are associated with material abundance or with the material world. And Eight of Pentacles is somebody that is, you know, building their pentacles, building their money, building their resources. Okay. Also, it feels like this person, I mean, if you have material abundance, this person wouldn't be averse to that. They could have their Venus in Capricorn, or some other key Capricorn kind of thing, or some Taurus energy as well. I don't think that this person will only date someone that has money. But, you know, to be honest, that helps, okay? That definitely helps. So let's see what this person might like. Let's just tell us more about this person, Group 3's person, the love of their life. I'm really getting this person, they know how to overindulge, and they get carried away with it sometimes, you know, or they have in the past. but I feel like they, have judged themselves and have made changes in that area. Yeah, we've got the Five of Wands here. So I was talking about judging themselves and making changes in that area. And this is talking about that as well. Number 5 is the number of change and growth. And it's come at, the expense of having conflicts with others. Butting heads, things like that, petty conflicts. But we want to know a little bit more. One more card on this person. Six of Wands, okay? So this person is a winner. They're a success. This person's a dreamer. And this is an example of when a dreamer wins big. Okay? I know in our culture, generally speaking, in the Western culture, to be a dreamer is looked down upon, but spirituality and science is starting to catch up with saying that everything starts off as a dream. Everything starts off in your imagination. And the more you can develop, your imagination and your vision for what you want, the more in alignment you are with achieving that. And so being a dreamer is actually an advantage, and this person is an example of that. So it looks like this person, remember when we got the Alpha card? Yeah, this person is a leader, wherever they work. They could be a celebrity, like even if it's just like social media famous. This person is celebrated by those that know them. They are looked up to, and they are acknowledged for their successes and for their talents. Okay, so anytime that this person can be in the spotlight, they excel, they thrive, they come alive, they really do well. And this person, whenever they are acknowledged and recognized, they do all the better. Like they really, really respond to positive affirmations and positive feedback. This is not the type of person that, responds to like punishment or withholding or, that's not what motivates them. What motivates them is being acknowledged for their considerable talents and abilities and, just being applauded basically for that. And I think they've gotten a lot of that. And whatever they do, they have gotten a lot of admiration and respect and just appreciation. And it's deserved. Like, it's really deserved because they've been through some battles. They have, fought it out and won. They have beat out the competition. And so the admiration that they get really is a reflection of their success and the high regard that other people hold them in. Nice. And with the Seven of Cups at the bottom, it's like this person did that by the proper use of their imagination. Now, are they perfect at always only thinking the thoughts that are in alignment with their success? No, because it's the Seven of Cups. But the Seven of Cups is also about, the entertainment industry, movies, things of that nature. So maybe this person is in movies, or maybe they just really like the movies, gain inspiration from them, or they somehow have something to do with it, with that realm, with entertainment. So we're going to find out when you're going to meet this person if you don't already know them, or see if we can get a timing card to say when this relationship will progress if you do know them, or anything else that Spirit wants you to know about this person. Group please. So within the next few weeks, so some progress, or you're meeting this person very soon within the next few weeks from the time that you watch this timeless reading. A couple more cards. We've got get more information. We've got yes. So if you had a yes or no question, the answer is yes, but that's general affirmation. And we've got no need to worry. So if you're kind of worried about anything that was said in the reading, or if you're feeling like maybe this isn't, really the reading for you, well, maybe it's not. Choose another group if you think so. But if you think there's a chance that this is the right reading for you and everything, then this is saying no need to worry, or don't worry about anything that was said in the reading that you don't necessarily love, or just don't worry in general if you're a worrier. They're saying there is, at the bottom of the deck, it's saying reconsider if you feel like there's cause to worry here, because there isn't really. And we've got forgiveness there, Forgiveness is necessary, especially, you know, if you know this person. We can be talking about this person needing to forgive themselves or forgive someone from their past that created that tower moment. We got recovery underneath that. For those of them that are in recovery from something, say an addiction or anything like that, it could be a year from now before you meet them or get more involved with them. Maybe you'll meet them, but it won't really progress to like a more committed relationship or whatever you want, because, you know, whenever anybody's in like an addiction recovery, for example, and this will resonate for very few, but I have to say it because it's coming through, that when you're recovering from something, it usually takes a good solid year of you kind of just taking care of yourself before getting involved in a relationship. So that could be happening. But big happy changes are coming in your love life, and, you know, don't stop basically remaining positive, listening to your intuition, and just expecting and looking forward to this person, because they're coming. This is what I've got for you, group 3. Thanks for tuning into the reading. Please hit the like button and subscribe. I do appreciate it, and so do those people who are able to find the reading as a result of you triggering the algorithm by liking it. It also helps to combine your energy with the channel so that the readings are going to reflect your energy a bit more. If you'd like a private reading, or my affirmation candles are for sale, linked down below. That supports the channel too. I really appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.